Coming up on Auburn Gymnastics 360, a look back at the Tigers' meet against Florida. We'll catch up with sophomore Caitlyn Atkinson. We go in the gym with Karen Caduce and Kelsey Kopech. Plus, we'll look ahead to the first road meet of the year at LSU. War Eagle, and welcome to Auburn Gymnastics 360. I'm Carla McCall. A packed house watched Auburn open SEC competition against the defending national champion Florida Gators. Let's take a look at the highlights.
I've been working pretty hard to try and fix some of my vault. Been focusing on some shoulder stretching and trying to increase flexibility there, so helping a little bit and hoping to continue.
It was better at this meet. It's still not up to what I want and what I know I'm capable of doing. So I'm just hoping for another opportunity where I can raise my score and do better.
In the gym, I've been focusing on landings and stuff and how I execute the vault, and I think it's actually kind of paying off listening to Jeff.
It was really good too. I've been really focusing on my landings and opening up for the stretch, because kind of all during preseason I would do it, but every time I would show it, I'd fly out of it. So being able to land it and get the 9925 is really rewarding and shows me that hard work really does pay off.
Bars, I was actually pleased with bars. We still weren't overly sharp on it, but we did a better job on bars than we did the week before as far as score. So it seems to be moving in the right direction, and if you take Megan's uncharacteristic mistake out, I think we're in really good shape on bars. So I was pleasantly pleased with that.
It was really good to be able to put the bar routine out there, especially with it being new this year. With the new skill and being anchor, which at first I was really nervous about, but I feel like I'm kind of getting into that position where I'm starting to feel a lot more comfortable being anchor and a lot more comfortable with my routine as well.
They just started. They're still a little bit rough on beam, but not really with major mistakes. Now it's minor mistakes, which are much easier to deal with. I think Megan took out her anger on beams, so that doesn't surprise me. She's fully capable of that on any given night. So I'm not surprised with what she did.
Doing a new routine this year, I think it's a lot easier just to have fun with it and show off a little bit. Working hard on the tumbling, still have some fixing up to do personally with that, but
yeah, it went really well. The full in was really good. Obviously, I stuck it. The middle pass was still a little off. I've been having trouble, but I've been really focusing on like doing drills and things like that to help clean it up and fix it and do it the way I know how to do it.
I think it was a step up from last weekend's performance. I still have a little work to do. I'm aware of where I am, I'm just still not comfortable with it, so just repetition, getting more Friday nights competing, and I think it'll come along.
Caitlyn Atkinson enters 2014 looking to build off her outstanding freshman year. After a disappointing fall in her first NCAA championship appearance, Caitlyn hopes to solidify her place as one of the best in college gymnastics.
Freshman year was great. It was a wonderful experience. Just went one meet at a time, and seasoned it up really well.
Honestly, she probably had one of the best freshman years in the history of Auburn gymnastics. She's definitely up there with some of the greats that are in our past. I guess I shouldn't say that surprised me at all, because we sort of expected that from her. She was very accomplished, really came in ready to compete.
In her first year, Caitlyn was named to the All-SEC team, the SEC All-Freshman team, and qualified for the NCAA championships.
Being at Nationals was really fun. So I started on floor, did a solid floor routine, did my vault, which I ended up getting my All-American on, and went to bars, and I actually felt really confident going into bars, which wasn't usually the normal, and went to do my skill, which was my pack from my high bar to low bar, and I honestly don't really remember I fell, but I didn't realize I had fallen until Kurt was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm on the ground." Like, I didn't realize, and so it was kind of a shocker. I wasn't, obviously when you go to a meet, you're not prepared to fall or get hurt or anything like that. I don't get to do beam, and I was like, that's what I remember the most. I was just very upset that I didn't get to finish the meet that I had started, and obviously I didn't get to do beam because it's my favorite.
Getting back on the bars was no easy task.
I was out for about a month, so the first time I got back on the bars, it was terrifying. Just putting on my grips, I was shaking, like doing giants, which I've done since level 7. It's
one thing to come back from that fall. It's another thing that was one of the things that we knew all year we wanted to change, and she, I think, knew all year she wanted to change. I know for a fact she didn't like it. It was just, some of these skills take quite a bit of time to develop, and when you're in competition season, you just don't have that much time.
When I came back from being home over the summer, we worked really hard on it. Kurt worked with me a lot on spotting it and getting the correct technique and learning it the right way. And I was a little stressed for a while just because I was like, is it gonna be here in time? And Kurt would have to calm me down and be like, it's fine, you still have 4 more months to learn it. You still have preseason, but we worked really hard together on it and got it, and I'm really proud of how far it's come.
For her to come back from that was a real accomplishment in and of itself, but the determination she brought with her to go into the off-season, learn a completely new skill, and completely basically change her bar set, that takes a lot of determination. That takes a real dedicated athlete.
Now it's time to go in the gym. Today, Karen Caduce and Kelsey Kopek show us a basic skill on bars.
Hi, my name is Karen and this is Kelsey, and she's going to show us a kip cast handstand to 2 giants on the bars. So we're going to start by mounting the bar with a kip, which puts us on top of the bar. and then we do a cast handstand and swing around the bar, and those are called giants. We do giants so that we can either do a dismount or to lead into bigger, harder skills. Kip cast pike on. Kip cast handstand to 2 giants, so 2 circles around the bar. 1 and 2. And that's it from the McWhorter Center.
They're a very good team. They were a Super 6 team last year, so they made the finals. And they really haven't lost anybody from that team and only gained some people. So they're as strong or stronger than they were last year. They're number 2 in the country, so we get a great off week. We go against number 1 last week, and we get to go against number 2 this week, which, you know, that's on the road, and it's going to be a different dynamic. But if we can rise to the occasion like we did last year, I'll be real excited with this team.
Road meets are completely different from home meets. It's all focused on your gymnastics and the competition that's ahead of you, and so your mindset is different. It's also very different in the arena. The atmosphere isn't quite in your favor, and so it's a little intimidating at times, but it just brings us another challenge to stay in our bubble and really focus on ourselves.
I like going on road meets. I'm excited for our first road meet because you have a crowd cheering, but they're cheering against you, and it kind of like makes you want to prove them wrong. They're like, well, we are really good, so it's nothing. So
I'm excited to get on the road with the team, and I think it's a lot easier to stay focused in our bubble, and that's something I think we still have a little bit of work to do on. So just keeping it together.
It's just a different dynamic. You know, we have a different rotation. We start on bars, we finish on beam, which is in a lot of ways completely different than a home event, where the home event you start on a power and finish on a power event, which I think it's much easier to be explosive when you're nervous than it is to hit the technical events when you're nervous. So we've sort of been changing our mindset to the technical events right now, knowing that they're going to be crucial on the road, but at the same time, those are the ones we need to improve anyways.